Victims of violence in the trouble-torn Kagwa district of the Southern Highlands province are being comforted and treated. It's being provided by Humanitarian Service. Sheila Malkan visited Kagwa district.
Despite the quite challenging geographical location of the country, for those involved in humanitarian activities, proximity is always preserved to be closer to the beneficiary. The international community of the Red Cross, or ICRC, is actively operating in the country for a number of years, providing humanitarian assistance to victims of violence, particularly those affected by trouble fights in the Southern Islands. A team of ICRC delegation have visited 3 locations in the Kagwa electorate to inspect their project sites and carry out awareness on the work they do. Kalolo, Uma, and Kunu are the areas ICRC has been actively involved in the providing assistance. The team then traveled by road to Kalolo, located between Kagwa and Erawe, from Kagwa Station. Road from Kagwa Station to Kalolo via Sambura is reasonable in drivable condition due to recent road upgrading. The team was greeted with a warm, generous welcome by the people. The purpose of the trip was to check where ICRC stands, as well as getting first-hand information on the Yakisu Health Center and the 3 staff houses. The newly built health center will provide primary health care for more than 20,000 people affected by tribal violence in the area. Head of the ICRC Asia Pacific region, Boris Michel, was part of the delegation to Kalolo.
The community has been very much involved in the village through voluntary service. They have been really engaging very much in making this project start and in having the health center built and the accommodation for the staff. Now the key point for ICRC is to discuss with the Ministry of Health at central level and make sure that this health center is manned and is staffed with competent and skilled persons so that the population of Kololo and the area, that is more or less 25,000 persons, can benefit from good health care.
ICRC is present in areas that are affected by violence and is also increasing its presence in Papua New Guinea because of the many and the capacity to respond to all these needs, which is sometimes limited. The team traveled to Uma, located 25 kilometers west of Kagwa Station, and about an hour drive into the Aya local level government. Few of the community gathered to welcome the team. This is one of the areas which also housed one of the ICRC health projects, opened in 2014. However, despite being up and running for almost 2 years, they are now waiting for the health authority to register the 8 posts.
We need this place to be registered. If the government, I send a monthly report every month to the National Department of Health and then to the Red Cross people. So by looking at my monthly statistics, they should at least, maybe they are in good shape to maybe look into this place and make it bigger.
Ikat signboard long provincial government staff. Now this last signboard only can put him a minimum also me plating also bali give him help him also register him also me go back law. And national government or provincial government Minnesota is like come up Minnesota in a year. So today me like appeal please and need na husky community layer. Me plus still need a one car. Now me plus need this house must register.
Part of the visit was to make awareness about the ICRC presence in Southern Islands and see how far it has gone in providing assistance to people. The team then traveled to Kunu village, north of Kagua station and 200 meters in from the Yalibu-Kagua road. The area has benefited low-scale ICRC relief intervention in the past. Awareness was also done by the ICRC team with the drama group performing and distributing ICRC comic books. In Southern Islands, ICRC mainly gives assistance for victims of violence, particularly tribal conflict. ICRC's main idea is about the parties of conflicts who should not attack people who are not involved in the tribal fights, especially women, children, people with disability and old people, government infrastructure, health, and schools, among others.
Sheila Malkin reporting there. This is PNG Tonight. Coming up, changes in the weather pattern and with it, the unexpected disasters.